Dengan izin Ya Arif, persidangan mahkamah pada hari ini dijalankan secara sidang video atas persetujuan semua pihak berikutan Pelan Pemilihan Negara fasa keempat. Dan Hakim yang bersidang pada hari ini adalah Yang Arif Hakim, Datuk Noorin, Binti, Badaruddin. Petisyen untuk Peguam Masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Dan petisyen pertama WA-18-56-01/2021 Caroline Ng, Datuk Noorin, Binti, Badaruddin.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Caroline Ng, pempetisyen pertama.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Sanjeev Pasing Yang Arif, Peguam pengusul yang mewakili pempetisyen pertama Caroline Ng pada pagi ini.
Yes.
Yang Arif,
Puan Naila.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, dari Hani Syamsul Bahari bagi pihak yang berbahagia Tan Sri Peguam Negara Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Nik Alin Zurina binti Nik Abdul Rashid mewakili Majlis Peguam Malaysia.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Un Jiarang mewakili Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur. Manakala bagi pempetisyen yang menjalankan latihan di Negeri Selangor, saya akan menyebut bagi Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Negeri Selangor.
Izin Yang Arif, Yang Arif, rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang turut hadir pada pagi ini daripada yang berbahagia Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Negara dan juga Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor telah pun memperkenalkan diri mereka, Yang Arif, dan saya akan teruskan dengan bincang saya ini. Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan hujah ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris, Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Much obliged. My lady, please allow me to introduce your humble petitioner, Caroline Ng, this morning, Yang Arif. Your petitioner was born on the 1st of October 1997 in Muar, Johor. And she is the youngest child to a Mr. Ng Kian Ho and Madam Balbir Kaur Ajit Singh. Yang Arif, your petitioner undertook her primary education in various Chinese primary schools and went on to attend to SMK Sri Tangga for her secondary education. Your petitioner then attended the Inti International University in Nilai, where she was involved in multiple curricular activities such as mooting competitions and as well as very actively involved in the Inti Law Society. She then graduated with first class honours from the University of West of England, Bristol. Further than Arif, she continued and pursued her bar studies at the same university and obtained a grade of very competent for the BPPC from Lincoln's Inn. Upon the completion of her bar studies, your petitioner commenced her pupillage at the law offices of Ma Weng Kwai and Associates under the tutelage of my learned friend, and who I'm proud to say, Yang Arif, was my former pupil 10 years ago, Yang Arif, Miss Leslie Lin, where your petitioner was exposed to various areas of practice in law. Yang Arif, today on this historic day, your petitioner wishes to take this opportunity to express her utmost gratitude to a number of people who deserve to be mentioned here. First and foremost, she expresses her utmost gratitude to her parents, Mr. Ng Kian Ho and Madam Balbir Kaur, for their unwavering support, sacrifices, love, and providence. Your petitioner would also like to thank her siblings, Justin and Christine, for always being her inspiration in everything that she did and does till today. She especially thanks her sister Christine for always lending a listening ear and ensuring that the petitioner has always been well looked after and loved. Coming fresh from law school into the pupillage world, there were times where your petitioner faced numerous challenges that are common in the practice of law. And especially with these trying times of what we are facing today, COVID-19, it made it even a bit more challenging than the usual practice. However, through constant guidance and support from her pupil master, Ms. Leslie Lim, your petitioner was able to learn and overcome these challenges. For that, your petitioner wishes to thank Ms. Leslie Lim for her invaluable guidance and wishes that she will continue to do so in the years to come. Your petitioner also takes this opportunity to thank Mr. Raymond Ma for his guidance and advice during her pupillage. She thanks and acknowledges the efforts that were invested into her pupillage, especially by her teammates in litigation team, namely Gan, John, Hannah, Chi-En, and Sebastian. Your petitioner would like to especially thank her pupil mates, she calls them Rachel, Aaron, and Mira, for always standing by her through the ups and downs that they experienced together. She credits her ability to stay strong and confident throughout her pupillage to these wonderful people who have stuck by her side through thick and thin. My lady, your petitioner also wishes to thank her friends, Leah, Zin, Lu, Sonia, Clarissa, Samrin, Evelyn, Jaslyn, and Kartika, who have always all been very generous to her and soared into her life and journeyed with her to becoming the person she is today. She further thanks Stephen for the years of friendship and guidance throughout their degree and studies in the United Kingdom. Your petitioner is also grateful to, this is me, Yang Arif, Sanjeev Pal Singh, I'm the mover this morning, for taking trouble to move her call, Yang Arif. I'll move on, Yang Arif. Your petitioner also records her appreciation to the late Mr. Ramakrishnan Ramasamy for his invaluable contributions in her legal education and mooting team. Finally, your petitioner also thanks and appreciates all her colleagues at Mau and Kwai, especially Liana, Shiva, As, Shah, Ezra, and Ryan for being ever willing to teach and walk her through every challenge, as well as make her a pupillage a memorable one. My lady, I believe your petitioner is a fit and proper person under the Legal Profession Act of 1976 to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court. I also believe all your petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the Attorney General's Chambers, the Bar Council, and the Selangor Bar Committee respectfully have no objections to this motion.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam Malaysia tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Kuasa Peguam Negeri Selangor tiada bantahan.
My lady, oleh yang demikian, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk Pempetisyen Caroline Eng diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Caroline Eng sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Caroline Eng dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Yang Arif, saya memohon izin dan kebenaran Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk Pempetisyen Caroline Eng menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations, young lady, and thank you, Mr. Sanjeev Pal.
Much obliged, my lady.
Dan petisyen kedua WA-18-89-01/2021 Nur Amira binti Muhammad Masuk.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Nur Amira binti Mat Masuk, Pempetisyen kedua.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Sayyidah Izzatina Rizal Maidin, Peguam pengusul yang mewakili Pempetisyen kedua, Nur Amira binti Mat Masyur, rakan-rakan bijaksana yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kenalan Yang Arif untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Persilakan.
Much obliged, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, may I introduce the petitioner Nur Amira Binti Mat Mashur. The petitioner, more fondly known as Mira, was born on the 18th of July 1997 in the state of Penang. She is the youngest of 3 siblings with 2 elder sisters. The petitioner attended various schools for her primary education and went on to attend SMK Mengkuang for her secondary education, where she learned various life lessons that she has applied till today. It was during that period of time that she discovered a passion to pursue law after SPM. Luckily, she was given the opportunity to cultivate this passion by furthering her studies in foundation in law in UiTM. Fast forward to 2016, the petitioner was admitted to University of Malaya, where she experienced the most interesting 4 years in which she was blessed with an amazing circle of friends and insightful lecturers. Upon completing her degree at UM, the petitioner commenced her pupillage at Mawing Quiet and Associates under the tutelage of Ms. Cassandra Tomazios. Yang Arif, on this special day, your petitioner would like to thank a few people that dear to her. On this day of admission, the petitioner would like to first and foremost express her utmost gratitude to her parents, Mr. Mashur Azahari and Mrs. Hanim Hassan. No words can express how thankful she is for their endless support, love and sacrifice. The petitioner would not have achieved all that she has today without the mental, physical and financial support that her parents have given her. Secondly, the petitioner would like to thank her 2 elder sisters, Anya and Anissa. They have stuck by her through rain and shine and given her their utmost support regardless of the time and place. She is also grateful for her extended family, which comprises her grandparents, aunts, uncles and cousins for their unwavering support. The petitioner is also grateful for Azizi Ahmad for his compassion, infinite amount of patience and endless support for the petitioner. The petitioner would also like to express her gratitude for her people master, my dear friend who is also my football teammates, Ms. Cassandra Tomazios, who has always been kind to guide and advise the petitioner throughout her 9 months. The petitioner would like to take this chance to express her gratitude to Mr. Raymond Ma for giving her the opportunity to join the firm. Next, the petitioner would like to record her utmost appreciation to her corporate law teammates, Ms. Cassandra Tomazios and Mr. Tommy Wong. Prior to starting her pupillage, the petitioner was determined that she is not interested to continue to practice after finishing her 9 months. However, after working with her teammates and seeing their passion for the work they do, she was convinced that she wants to continue to grow with the team. I hope she won't regret it, Yang Arif. The petitioner would like to specially thank her people mates, Rachel Ng and Caroline Ng, for sticking by her side through thick or thin together. The petitioner would like to record her appreciation for classmates and housemates during her time in University Malaya for their continuous support and motivation. Specifically, Aisha, Hana, Dayang, Wanda, and Farah. The petitioner is eternally grateful for all the hard times they have faced together as a group during law school. The petitioner would also like to thank her friends, Shah and Nadia, for always being her constants and providing unwavering support during the tough times of the pupillage. And the petitioner is also extremely grateful to me, being her mover today, for taking time out of her extremely busy schedule to move her core. Yang Arif, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honourable court. I believe all the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the Attorney General's Chambers, the Bar Council and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee respectively have no objection to these motions.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam Malaysia tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Negeri Selangor tiada sebarang bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon supaya Pempetisyen Nur Amira Binti Mat Mashur diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Nur Amira binti Mat Masyur sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Nur Amira binti Mat Masyur dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran untuk membenarkan pempetisyen menjubahkan diri sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Arif.
Tahniah dan terima kasih Puan Saida.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Petisyen ketiga WA-18-148-02/2021 Lau Yong Zin.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Lau Yong Sin, pempetisyen ketiga.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Abdul Rahman bin Zainal Abidin mewakili pempetisyen ketiga Lau Yong Zin pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan di sana adalah yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur adalah seperti yang telah diperkenalkan sebelum ini Yang Arif. Dengan izin Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini agar meneruskan prosiding ini dalam bahasa Inggeris Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
My lady, the petitioner was born on the 18th of January 1997. He is the youngest child of Mr. Lau Chin Boon and Miss Soh Siu Ken. The petitioner read law at University of Liverpool. He went on to pursue for the Master of Laws at Cardiff University and completed the bar professional training course at Cardiff University. The petitioner then commenced his tutelage at Mrs. Azmi and Associates. Firstly, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to express his utmost gratitude and appreciation to his parents for their unwavering support, love and sacrifices without which he would not have come this far. He is grateful and truly indebted to them, to his siblings Lau Yong Wei and Lau Yong Zeng. The petitioner thanks them for always being there for him. Being the youngest child, he hopes that he has made the family proud. Secondly, the petitioner would like to thank the members of Mrs. Azmi and Associates. He extends his gratitude to Datuk Azmi Muhammad Ali for giving him the opportunity to be part of the firm, and to his pupil master Encik Abu Daud for his constant support. The petitioner would also like to thank his mentor Encik Hassan Shah for guiding and inspiring him during his pupillage. Thirdly, the petitioner would also like to thank his current team members, in particular Encik Zuhaidi Muhammad Shahari, Miss Lim Sheh Ting and Encik Muhammad Salahuddin for providing him remarkably precious opportunities and invaluable guidance. He is grateful to be part of the team and is excited for the challenges ahead. Fourthly, the petitioner also would like to make a special mention to Miss Lee Peng Yi for her moral support, understanding and acceptance. He is immensely grateful to have her in his life, and he thanks her for making him a better person. Lastly, Yang Arif, the petitioner would also like to thank his mover, Abdul Rahman, for taking his time out to help the petitioner to move for this call, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, I believe that the petitioner's course paper are in order, and that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. I also believe that my learned friends from the Attorney General Chambers, the Bar Council and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee respectively have no objection to this petition, Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam Malaysia tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan.
Oleh yang demikian Yang Arif, saya dengan ini memohon keberadaan Mahkamah yang mulia ini supaya pempetisyen ketiga diterima, masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Lau Yong Zin sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Lau Yong Zin dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Baik Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran mahkamah yang mulia ini agar Pempetisyen dapat menjubahkan dirinya sendiri Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan Encik Lau.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations young man and thank you Encik Abdul Rahman.
Baik Yang Arif.
Petisyen keempat WA-18-482-04/2021 Sharon Rachel Gomez.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Sharon Rachel Gomez, Pempetisyen keempat.
Yes.
Unmute. Sorry, you're not. You're still muted.
My apologies, my lady. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Francis Pereira mewakili Pempetisyen Sharon Rachel Gomez yang hadir pada pagi ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan sebelum ini. Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan Encik Francis Pereira.
My lady, admissions to the bar ceremony is as much a momentous and proud day for the petitioner as it is for their families. Particularly for this petitioner, who, as the old adage goes, the apple does not fall far from the tree. She ascribes her choice of vocation to her mother, the lovely, learned senior member of the bar and my good friend, Miss Mabel Sebastian.
Oh.
My friendship with the petitioner's parents goes back a long way. The petitioner's mother, Miss Mabel Sebastian, and I had on different occasions served as president of the Catholic Lawyers Society. Incidentally, my lady, not too long ago, I had appeared before your ladyship to move the call of another young lady then, whose mother was also a president of the Catholic Lawyers Society. Today, I'm privileged to do the same. My lady, the journey for the petitioner to this day began at Cardiff University, where the petitioner read law and graduated with honors in 2017. Thereafter, she successfully completed the bar professional training course and was called to the Bar of England and Wales at the Honourable Society of Middle Temple in 2018. During the course of her stay and study in the United Kingdom, the petitioner obtained several competitive mini pupillages at barristers' chambers in both London and Cardiff. The petitioner also earned the privilege to sit on the bench with the district judge at the Bristol County Court for 3 days, observing civil and criminal proceedings. She volunteered with a legal charity at the Cardiff County Court, helping litigants in person navigate the legal justice system on their own. Alongside this, the petitioner also worked part-time at her university and wrote for the weekly student newspaper. After completing her master's in law at the end of 2019, the petitioner returned home in the nick of time before the nationwide lockdown in March of 2020. The following year, the petitioner commenced a pupillage at Messrs. Tommy Thomas under the tutelage of my learned friend, Miss Sitpa Selvaratnam. This is indeed an auspicious day for the Gomez family, and the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to thank her beloved parents, Joseph and Mabel Gomez, for their unflinching support, physically, financially, and emotionally, for instilling values, nurturing ideas, yet giving constructive advice, that helped shape her decision-making process. Her wish and prayer is that she never lets them down and would always be someone they can be proud of. The encouragement and support of her family, which includes her siblings, Oliver and Valerie, have been the guiding force that allowed her to step outside her comfort zone to pursue dynamic experiences. The petitioner would also like to thank the partners, associates, and all her colleagues at Messrs. Tommy Thomas, in particular, Ms. Sitpa Selvaratnam, Mr. Alan Gomez, Mr. Mervyn Lai, and Ms. Koo Sherin. The petitioner is grateful to have been under the guidance of so many talented advocates and generous mentors. Their unwavering principles, emphasis on serving with integrity, and commitment to the job is something the petitioner will try to emulate. The petitioner wishes to especially thank her pupil master, Ms. Sitpa Selvaratnam, for her guidance and counsel. Her advice about embracing uncertainty and persevering through obstacles, both in life and in practice, will surely serve her ahead. The petitioner would also like to thank all her friends, especially Gabby, Taran, Sangeeta, and Matthew, who celebrated her milestones but could always be counted upon in tough times. Her pupil mates at Messrs. Tommy Thomas, Hanan, Alicia, and Yung Chang, the petitioner looks forward to their time together as peers at the bar. I've always been Uncle Francis to the petitioner, but after today, she's also my learned friend. But until then, as Uncle Francis, I wish to give a piece of advice to the petitioner. As she stands at the threshold of this new chapter, my advice is that she always remains resolute in purpose. Stumble you will, but be quick to pick yourself up and move along. Make justice and truth the cornerstone of your career. Be a lawyer who's worth your salt. My lady, I close with the words of Haile Selassie, the last monarch of Ethiopia credited for abolishing slavery. Throughout history, it has been the inaction of those who could have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, the silence of the voice of justice, when it mattered most, that has made it possible for evil to triumph. Unquote. Make the difference, Sharon Rachel Gomez. My lady, I believe the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. I believe all the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the 3 August bodies have no objection to this motion.
Dengan izinnya Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan ya Arif.
Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam Malaysia tiada bantahan.
Oleh yang demikian, Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon agar Sharon Rachel Gomez diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Encik Ui, saya percaya jawatan kuasa peguam Kuala Lumpur juga tiada bantahan.
Ya, Yang Arif sesakan.
I'm sorry, my lady and
It's
Mr.
okay.
Ui.
It's okay. Yes, mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Sharon Rachel Gomez sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Sharon Rachel Gomez dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Saya dengan rendah diri memohon agar Pempetisyen dibenarkan memakai jubah peguam, Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Congratulations, young lady. Thank you, Mr. Francis Pereira. It's a pleasure to have you with us today, this morning.
It's my pleasure to, my lady, to appear before your ladyship yet again.
Petition kelima WA-18-502-04/2021 Teo Zihan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Teo Zihan, Pempetisyen kelima.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Grace Teng Peck In. Saya adalah Peguam Pengusul bagi Pempetisyen kelima Teo Zihan. Wakil-wakil dari Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur seperti mana yang telah diperkenalkan sebentar tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan hujaan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Much obliged, my lady. My lady, may I introduce the petitioner, Teo Zihan? The petitioner was born on the 12th of June, 1997 in Bukit Mertajam, Penang, and is the youngest child to the blessed couple of Mr. Teo Chok Ling and Madam Ong Bee Cheng. The petitioner was born and raised in Bukit Mertajam and received her secondary education in SMK Convent. And ever since she was a little girl, the petitioner has aspired to become a lawyer. And with such a strong passion for the law, after she graduated from high school, the petitioner courageously took her first step to embark on an adventure to read the law. Despite knowing that the journey would be a tough and challenging one, living up to the quote by Audrey Hepburn, "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says impossible." The petitioner read law at Brixfield Asia College for a year, and further, her degree studies in Cardiff University, UK, where she graduated with a second upper class honours. And thereafter, she pursued her bar professional training course, where her overall result was graded as very competent. She was eventually called to the Bar of England and Wales at the Honourable Society of the Middle Temple. And upon the petitioner's return to Malaysia, she commenced her pupillage in Messrs. Halim Hong and Quek under the tutelage of a very dear friend of mine, Mr. Leon Gan Han Chen. And throughout her 9 months of pupillage, the petitioner was exposed to a wide area of legal practice, such as real estate, corporate and commercial, dispute resolution, banking and finance under the guidance of the partners and other lawyers in the firm. And due to the COVID pandemic, the petitioner had to adapt to the change in how work is usually done, where she managed to hone different skills as everything has been moved online, such as client meetings and signings. And as the claimant undertakes the legal journey, she came to realize that the law could be used to make a difference in the lives of others. And equipped with the legal knowledge, she would be able to help them, and everything fell into place for her. Although the work was never easy, the sense of achievement, satisfaction, and pride keeps her going until this very day. I've been informed that the petitioner has been offered a position as a legal associate at Halim Hong and Quek, for which the petitioner is truly grateful for. My lady, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to express her unceasing gratitude and appreciation to a few people. And first and foremost, her parents for their unconditional love, financial support, and sacrifices, without which she would not have been able to stand here and proudly to be admitted to the Malaysian bar as an advocate and solicitor. And secondly, her cousins, Iki and Xiao Wei, and her grandparents who are always by her side through all her ups and downs. Words alone are not sufficient to express her gratitude to her family in shaping her into what she is today. And thirdly, the petitioner would like to express her utmost appreciation to her pupil master, Leon Gan Han Chen, for the guidance and opportunities throughout her pupillage. The petitioner is also grateful for all the support and encouragement from the partners, lawyers, fellow pupil mates, and staff in the firm. She thanks each and every one of them for their constant guidance, patience, time, and company throughout her journey at the infancy stage of her legal career. And fourthly, the petitioner would like to thank her good friends at high school and university, to name a few: Pini, Sing Chen, Alicia, Kan Min, Nikki, for being her pillar of strength throughout her legal journey and while being far away from home. And last but not least, her boyfriend Ikai, for his unconditional support and encouragement. My lady, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. I believe all the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the Attorney General's chambers, the Bar Council, and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committees respectively have no objections to this petition.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam Malaysia tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada sebarang bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya rendah dirinya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini supaya pempetisyen kelima Teo Zihan diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang peguam Bela dan peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Teo Zihan sebagai peguam Bela dan peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Teo Zihan dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk pempetisyen menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Much obliged, my lady.
Congratulations, young lady, and thank you, Miss Teng.
Much obliged, my lady.
Petition ke-6 WA-18-522-04/2021 Chan Weng Kang.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Chan Weng Kang, Pempetisyen ke-6.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Muhammad Effendi Yang Arif bagi pengusul bagi pempetisyen ke-6. Hadir pada hari ini adalah rakan-rakan dari Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah diperkenalkan sebelum ini, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, dengan rendah diri, Yang Arif, saya memohon kepada Yang Arif untuk meneruskan prosiding ini di dalam bahasa Inggeris, Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Thank you, Yang Arif. Yang Arif, the petitioner was born in Subang Jaya, Selangor. The petitioner is the youngest child of two wonderful parents, Mr. Chan Chi Weng and Madam Wong Mung Lee. Yang Arif, the petitioner read laws at the University of Hull and graduated with second-class honours in years 2016. The petitioner then completed the bar professional training course in City Law School, London, UK, and was subsequently called to the Bar of England and Wales by Middle Temple in 2019. The petitioner then commenced his pupillage at Mr. Siao and Megat under my learned friend, the pupil Mr. Najwa in year 2021. Yang Arif, your petitioner would like to express his utmost gratitude to his parents for their never-ending love and support throughout his journey of becoming a lawyer. The petitioner's father would often offer encouraging words and advice to help him soldier through the obstacles faced in this journey, while his mother would always remind him that he will never go through the hardship alone and his family will always be there for him. My lady, the petitioner would like to thank his colleagues and mentors at Siao and Megat, namely his pupil Mistress Cik Najwa, Madam Liao Xiao Ni, Cik Nora and Miss May for their guidance and support throughout the 9 months of pupillage. The petitioner is grateful that they have made the experience in Siao and Megat eventful and educational. Ya Arif, your petitioner would like to thank his partner, Miss Audrey, his best friends, Mr. Han Jin, Mr. Kani, Mr. Kenneth and Mr. Chester for being his pillars of strength. Your petitioner would also like to specially thank Mr. Edward and Madam Margaret for their unconditional support and words of wisdom. Ya Arif, your petitioner confessed that it was never his intention to read laws or to become a lawyer. The petitioner only began reading law after it was suggested by one of his best friends and after scoring a low Australian tertiary admission rank in his pre-university South Australian matriculation program that would have charted a non-successful future. However, your petitioner believes that everything happened for a reason and that he had to go through the failures and hardships he did to shape the lawyer he will eventually become. The petitioner is aware that the journey of becoming a competent and successful lawyer is a demanding challenge. However, he believes that the past experience will be of great use. Last but not least, Yang Arif, your petitioner hopes to become a successful lawyer to be an inspiration and a reminder to the younger generations that the road to success is never straight nor smooth, and failing is not the end, not trying is. Yang Arif, I believe that your petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. I believe that your petitioner's papers are in order and the relevant bodies have no objections.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam Malaysia tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada sebarang bantahan.
Terima kasih. Yang Arif, saya memohon kepada Mahkamah yang Mulia untuk membenarkan petisyen diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Chan Wen Kang sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, dan juga memerintahkan nama Chan Wen Kang dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Yang Arif, untuk melengkapkan prosiding hari ini, Arif, saya mohon Mahkamah membenarkan petisyen memakai jubah beliau.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations young man, and terima kasih Encik Muhammad Effendi.
Terima kasih Arif.
Petisyen ke-7 WA-18-539-04/2021 Chen Jiang Yong.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Chi Jia Yong, Pempetisyen ke-7.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Ko Zenki adalah peguam pengusul bagi pihak Pempetisyen ke-7 Chi Jayong pada hari ini. Yang Arif, bersama-sama saya adalah rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia. Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur adalah seperti yang telah diperkenalkan sebentar tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Much obliged, my lady. My lady, the petitioner, Mr. Chi Jia-yong, was born on 4th October 1997, and he is the eldest child of Mr. Chi Lai-seng and Madam Chong Tek-yok. The petitioner reads law at the University of Malaya and has obtained his Bachelor of Laws in the year 2021. Thereafter, he commenced his pupillage in Mrs. Raja Elena Pu Ang and Associates under the tutelage of his pupil master, Mr. Chan Mun Fei. On this special day, the petitioner would like to take this happy occasion to express his utmost gratitude to all the people who have helped him along the journey in molding him into who he is today. First and foremost, the petitioner would like to express his heartfelt gratitude towards his parents, who have showered him with unconditional love and have been pillars of the petitioner's strength at all times. They never stopped sharing the petitioner with love and affection, but also provided the petitioner freedom to explore his own strengths and interests. Also, the petitioner is grateful that his parents for always going the extra mile for him and his siblings and providing him a strong foundation in life. The petitioner would also like to thank his beloved siblings, his sister, for being a great source of strength, assurance, and laughter, and who, in the midst of the hustle and bustle, has always brought the petitioner back to the important things in life. Next, the petitioner would like to record his utmost appreciation towards his pupil master, Mr. Chan Mun Fei, for teaching and guiding him patiently at all times, and also the opportunities given to him throughout his pupillage. The petitioner would also like to take this opportunity to thank his pupil master for all the invaluable words of advice about his career and life. The petitioner would like to record his deepest gratitude for all his friends, in which they all know who they are, from secondary school, college, and university, who have made the challenging years of education laced with fond memories. Last but not least, the petitioner would like to thank all the partners, legal associates, pupil in chambers and staffs at Mrs. Raja Elina, Siu Ang and Associates for their guidance, assistance and support throughout his 9 months pupillage. Arif, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honourable court. I believe that all the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the Attorney General's chambers, the Bar Council and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee respectively have no objection to this motion.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam Malaysia tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada sebarang bantahan.
Terima kasih. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kepada Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini agar pempetisyen diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Chi Jiayong sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Chi Jiayong dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk membenarkan pempetisyen menjubahkan diri sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations and thank you, Madam Ko.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Dengan ini, saya menjemput Yang Arif Hakim untuk memberikan ucapan.
Puan Naila Ilhani binti Syamsul Bahari, Wakil Yang Berhormat Peguam Negara Malaysia, Puan Nik Allen Zurina bin Nik Abdul Rashid, Wakil Majlis Peguam Malaysia, Encik Ui Jialiang, Wakil Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan juga menyebut bagi pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor, para peguam pengusul yang bijaksana, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Let me begin by expressing my sincerest thanks to all the movers today and the representatives from the AGC, the Bar Council and the Bar Committee for making the time to be with us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to apologize for being late 10 minutes. That's bad. That's very bad because I have a little bit of technical problem with my computer today. Saya rasa komputer sudah mula rasa jemu melihat wajah saya setiap hari, kadang-kadang tanpa henti. My apologies again. Ladies and gentlemen, the new advocates and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya, I believe today is an important and auspicious occasion for all of you who have been called to the Malaysian Bar. So let me be among the first to congratulate you on your success. You have passed all the grueling examinations and you have survived the 9 months of chambering, and you are now about to take the first step in your professional career. Being called to the bar, they say, is the culmination of the years of hard work, dedication and commitment on your part, and not forgetting the sacrifice of your parents in supporting you emotionally and financially over the years. Remember, please do not forget your parents' sacrifices I can imagine the pride in your parents and your loved ones' faces this morning. And I must say, they are justified, and own that pride, as they, especially your parents, have sacrificed a lot to see where you are today. Congratulations to the parents of the petitioners. Hari ini adalah sebenarnya hari yang membuktikan kejayaan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Tanpa pengorbanan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, para pempetisyen kita pada hari ini tidak akan layak berada di mahkamah pada hari ini. Remember this, the new advocates and solicitors. The first rule to be successful is that you must always be grateful and kind to your parents. Ladies and gentlemen, you have entered into a noble and respected profession. Since the beginning of civilized nation until today, this profession has been given great trust in their roles and responsibilities in implementing and upholding justice. Bear in mind and remember always that the ability to practice as an advocate and solicitor is not a right, but a privilege afforded by the legislation, specifically the Legal Profession Act. The law permits all aspects of a citizen's life. A citizen lives in and by the law. It serves both as a sword and a shield. The law ensures that our right to life, to earn a living, to equality before the law, to punish crime, the right to vote, and to decide who our government will be, to cite a few examples, are safeguarded. It serves as the foundation for the provision and delivery of justice. In a plural society as Malaysia, with its cultural and religious diversity, justice and the law are of paramount significance. Our social architecture is founded and governed by our federal constitution, which is the supreme arbiter and guide for the institutional pillars of the nation, as well as every citizen of our country. Let me share a bit about the judiciary. The judiciary, as the third arm of government, comprises the instrument through which these nebulous yet sacrosanct principles and values contained in the federal constitution are delivered to the citizen of the nation. Judges bring life to the law and justice in particular. The judiciary and the judges are therefore serve to fulfill the needs of the society by justice through the interpretation and application of the laws of the country in accordance with the principles and values of the federal constitution. However, the judiciary and the individual judges are not the entire repository of justice. They are neither the sole guardians nor custodians of justice within the justice system. As Fali Nariman, one of the renowned jurists, stated, and I quote, "If an independent judiciary is the backbone of the rule of law, as it has been often described, then an independent legal profession is the catalyst that helps achieve it." Unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, you have chosen to be part of the justice system. So, lawyers, as guardians of the law, play a vital role in the preservation of society. The fulfillment of the role requires an understanding by lawyers of their relationship with and function in our legal system. They are first and foremost officers of the court. This is a role of paramount importance within the justice system because they assist the court to arrive at a just decision. It is the lawyer who sets out the factual basis for a dispute, the complaint of his client, who conducts the trial in accordance with the principles of natural justice and significantly provides guidance to the court in relation to the law. In undertaking these duties, a lawyer's primary and overriding duty is owed to the court. It is therefore of fundamental importance of lawyers to comprehend and accept that while they are agents for their clients, who pay them for the work they undertake. Their cardinal duty is to ensure that their presentation of their client's case and the law is honest, relevant, and of sufficient competence to assist a court in dispensing justice. In short, lawyers are constrained to maintain the highest standards of ethical conduct. If they fail to abide by these fundamental duties, there is a direct and immediate consequence, namely, the administration of justice will be undermined. Remember, if we desire respect for the law, we must first make the law respectable. Ladies and gentlemen, with the first step today, you are embarking on a long professional journey. There will be many roadblocks and obstacles along the way, but you must never lose sight of your destination. Long distance runners, they say, must have strength, courage, and stamina to complete the course. Myself and Mr. Francis Pereira, for example, are still running. Yes. So, and as the saying goes, lawyers never die. They only lose their case. So remember always, everything new is a challenge. And to the ambitious, everything is a challenge to overcome, because whatever challenges you faces are actually excellent opportunities to make your career as great as your capabilities and efforts permit. Life is about accepting the challenges along the way, choosing to keep moving forward and savoring the journey. Let me remind you of the simple virtues a lawyer must have: patience, integrity, honesty, humility. Do not regard legal practice merely as a commercial venture. If this narrow motivation is not checked and allowed to spread, the profession will one day consist of members who are no different from the ordinary salesmen who sell goods or services for money's worth and nothing else. You and I must continue to enhance our legal knowledge, notwithstanding how old and young we are. So don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you cannot practice any other virtue consistently. Life is about accepting the challenges along the way, choosing to keep moving forward and savoring the journey. As you embark on this pursuit, I extend to you again, on behalf of the entire bench and everyone in this virtual courtroom, our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes. I am confident that you will strive to achieve excellence in the performance of your obligations and duties at the bar. I am also confident that you will respect each other at the bar. I congratulate you once again, ladies and gentlemen. Wear those robes with pride and dignity. Welcome to the arena, and hope to see you conduct your case in the court one day as a learned counsel. For your kind attendance and attention, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. Have a pleasant. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, dan salam sejahtera.